Hello students, myself Assistant Professor Namrata Khilucha, Raffle BPA College, Vapi. In the subject Human Resource Management, SYBBA, third semester, we are moving with the unit number 2, that is Human Resource Planning. Under that, we are moving with the new topic, that is Job Analysis. And today's session content, that is uses, methods, job description of job analysis. Now let us try to understand first meaning of job analysis. While discussing the question operative functions of HRM, we had already discussed about the meaning of job analysis, as it is the process of analyzing the job, which includes two major parts, that is job description and job specification. So yes, a job is a position or a group of position involving the same task, duties and responsibilities which are regularly assigned to individual employees. For example, typing can be described as a job. To operate a mailing machine is also a job. It is true that one or many persons may be employed in the same job, especially in case of the large organization. Job analysis is a procedure by which the facts with respect to each job are systematically analyzed and studied in detail. It is sometimes called as job study also. Thus, job analysis is the study of what is a job, in what sequence it is performed or applicable, and what qualifications are required in an employee to perform it successfully. So all in all, job analysis is a complete study of the job, embodying every known and determinable factors, which includes 5 things. First, the duties and responsibilities involved in its performance. Second, the condition under which performance is carried out. Third, the nature of the task. Fourth, the qualification required for the employee. And fifth, that is the condition of employment, such as a pay, hours, opportunities and privilege, and also the position, whether the position is temporarily, contractual or permanent. Now, as we had discussed earlier also, job analysis divided into two major parts, that is job description and job specification. So let us try to again understand what is job description. So here, job description summarizes in a systematic order the fact revealed by the job analysis. Actually, job description describes the work performed, the responsibilities involved, the skills or training required, the condition under which the job is done, and the type of personnel requirement for the job. On the other hand, job specification as another part of job analysis is a product of job analysis, and it is a written statement or record of personal characteristics required in an individual employee for doing a given job. So specification deals with the person specification, while job description deals with the specification or description of job. So job description contains duties and responsibilities statement, while job specification contains specification of a person. So with the diagram or table here, we can understand job analysis describe or divide into two parts, that is job description and job specification. Job description contain job title, job location, job summary, job reporting, working condition, job duties, machine to be used with the specification, hazards. Students, here hazards means the dangerous condition under which employees are supposed to perform. Say for example, if we talk about the Wellspun or any garment industries, then what or any textile industries, then what happened that employee or operator supposed to work under loudly noisy environment, so that is hazard. If he supposed to work on a boiler, then the chances of accident may take place, that is again hazard. So different humidity, fumes, hazardous chemicals, dangerous chemicals comes under hazards situation. Job specification includes qualification of the employee, experience of the employee, training taken by the employees, skills perceived by the employees, responsibilities held by the employee, emotional level balance or characteristics of the employee, as well as sensory demands required to perform a particular job from employee. Now the third one term which we are going to discuss, that is job evaluation. Job evaluation is the process of evaluating a particular job in relation to other job, either in return or without the organization. In other words, it is the study of the job's worth relation to the other job for the purpose of establishing scientific wage rate differentials on the basis of the job requirement. So in short, students, job evaluation, that is the process of evaluating the relative worth of a job. If the relative worth is higher, than the responsibilities and risk attached with the job is higher, and that's why the wages and salaries are higher, vice versa. I gave you already example of a manager and a clerk. With the clerical job, responsibilities are lower, risk level is lower, and that's why the relative worth or evaluation shows relative worth is lower, and that's why the pay package will be lower of peon compared to the manager. So this definition may ask for 2 marks in question number 1, that is answer in brief. Now let's discuss definition of job analysis. Here 2 definitions are available and you are supposed to learn single definition out of the available. The first one, that is according to the Del Yoder, job analysis is the procedure by which facts with the respect to the each job are systematically discovered and noted. The another definition that is given by John Shubin. So here, according to John A. Shubin, job analysis is the methodical compilation and study of work data in order to define and characterize each occupation in such a manner as to distinguish it in a form to other job. So these are 2 definitions available regarding job analysis. Now let's discuss 2 major types of job analysis. From the viewpoint of the purposes, there are 2 types of job analysis. First, let us discuss purposes or objectives of job analysis. The objective may be either better selection, better training, transfer, promotion, more effective controls, offering compensation, etc. So these are what the objects or purposes of the job analysis, and based on which the job analysis divided into 2 parts. First one, single purpose job analysis. If the data relationship to a job is collected and studied with a specific single purpose, say for example giving remuneration in mind, then it is known as a single purpose job analysis. Second one, that is multi-purpose job analysis. If the data relating to a job is studied to serve more than one purpose, that is to serve remuneration, also to serve whom to give training, also to serve the selection or transfer, then it is called multi-purpose job analysis. So these are major two types of job analysis. Now let's continue with the detailed description of job analysis. So we had discussed that job analysis divided into two parts: description, that is describing duties and responsibilities related or attached with the job, and job specification, describing the characteristics of a person. So let's discuss in detail what is job description. Now, job description is the detailed job information in a written format stating the role, responsibilities, duties, job title, job location, etc. It is usually prepared by the HR manager to initiate or invite applicants from the prospective candidate to fill up the vacant position. It includes different components like job title, job location, roles, responsibilities and duties, salary, incentives and allowances. Already we had discussed titles only. Let's discuss in brief regarding the content of job description. The first one, content, which includes in job description, that is job title. So job title is the name of the post which is vacant. Say for example, if the vacancy is required for the assistant professor, then the title is what? Assistant professor. Second one, job location. It is the branch of the company where the candidate will be posted after selection. So if the assistant professor posted at Vakal after selection, then that is what? The job location. Now roles. It refers to the area of the work and how the responsibilities are to be fulfilled defined by the company. So here different roles performed by the candidate will be described in written. Say for example, for the assistant professor, here the role is of a teacher, a role is of an administrator, a role is of a counselor, etc. performed by the assistant professor. The fourth one, content, that is responsibilities and duties. So it is the list of various job related activities which the candidate is supposed to perform and take account of his actions. Like, as an assistant professor, person is responsible to perform certain duties like taking attendance, giving assignment, checking assignment, formulating the question paper, assessing the answer sheets, and many more activities related with the teaching and result making. The next one, that is salary. It is the pay scale which the company is ready to offer for that particular job. So here the grade pay or scale supposed to be described in written as a part of job description. The next one, that is incentives. It refers to the commission or motivation or remuneration associated with the target achieved. Especially this is offered in the field of marketing when sales executives are performed well and achieved higher level of target, so that to boost up their spirit and motivate them, different incentives offered them. Incentives are offered either on individual basis or a group basis as an monetary return behalf of their performance. The next one, that is allowances. These are the other benefit and expenses which are addition to the salaries and which the company pays on behalf of the candidate. So these are the major criteria or areas which should be described under the job description title. Thank you, students.